everybody's running to the waiver wire to get Kenneth Gainwell right now, and rightfully so. He's seen 15 targets in the last 2 weeks. As of right now, he's running back 15 on the season in fantasy football, and he looks explosive. He's looking good. He's getting a lot of usage in the passing game, and it looks like this is going to continue throughout the season. He's going to be a key focal point to the offense, and I don't see this changing. A lot of people are feeling the same way, but let's take a look at the tape and see what we can see from Kenneth Gainwell. All right, here's the first play we're going to run. He is lined up on the outside at the bottom of your screen. I think he's off ball a little bit. The thing about him is they'll throw him out wide a little bit as a wide receiver, have him run some routes. Here he's going to get the screen, get a little bit of yak off that, but we really want to focus on how he's using the passing game, because this is how we're going to earn our money off of him in fantasy football, is that usage, especially for PPR leagues, because him consistently getting usage in the passing game is just straight money. A target is worth more than a carry in fantasy football, and if he continues to get this amount of workload in the passing game, he's going to be a major PPR back this year. But on this play, they're going to run a pick, and he's going to get the screen set up for him, catches the ball, and Hurts has to get it out pretty quick because he's getting rushed. But Gainwell's ready. And we got a little bit of green in front of him. Got a dude breaking down the play. And reads the momentum of his block. Knows his blocker's going to get in the way enough for him to make a little separation. Moves downfield. Uses a little stiff arm. And gets a little bit of yardage. So not a bad play here by Gainwell. The one thing you want to notice here is they're manufacturing a touch in the passing game for him, utilizing him in space, which means they want to get him the ball in space, which means that's very good if you grab him off the waiver wire, because you got a running back here that their team wants to get touches for. And getting him out on the edge, getting him a screen pass where he has the potential to bust out a long gain is always beneficial. And one thing I like is his ability and his feel of what's going on around him. He has a good feel of the lineman over to his left. He knows there's a guy in front of him. He knows he has to do something or make something happen to get by him, which he does. He just slips to the left and reads the block and moves forward. He gets caught from behind, but that's really just how the play flows. Tries the stiff arm. Is able to fall forward a little bit. Overall, good play here by Kenneth Gainwell. All right, we're going to run another play here. Another play showing how he's being used in the passing game. He got targeted more in these couple plays here, but I'm just showing you just how he looks, just so you imagine how he's implemented into the Eagles offense in their system here. So now he is running his route. He's escaping outside here. Open, a lot of space here. Jalen Hurts sees him. He's going to drop him the target. Now let's see what he's going to do. He's got a guy in front of him and just slips out. We see him running these types of routes a lot. So really, they're just having him as a check down option, making things easier for Hurts. Also, if the guys aren't open down deep, they got him as a security blanket. If Gainwell's not open and he's being covered, that means more than likely someone might be open downfield. So I imagine Hurts scanned a little bit downfield, saw the easy target to Gainwell, pumps it to him, makes the play. And this is just the type of targets he's getting, these easy dump offs. Him being stationed out wide, him lining up out wide, in the slot, outside, running routes out of the backfield, slipping into the zone, slipping into space where he can catch the ball like you see here, and being able to make plays happen. And these catches are racking up for him. He got 15 targets in 2 weeks. I think 11 balls caught in 2 weeks, and it's just adding up. And this is just making him a very functional player in fantasy. You may be asking yourself, but Bruce, how is he running between the tackles? He does not look like a big banger back. How does he run between the tackles? I'm going to tell you what. He's not the greatest between the tackles, but he can also get the job done. If the line can open up holes, if they can clear it out for him, he has enough burst and agility to make things happen. If he hits the second level, that's where he can make the defense pay the most. If the holes are cleared and he can hit that second level, vision's decent, it's good enough. And as you see here on the play that we're going to run, this is what they do. They open up the hole. You got a good space here at the middle. You got the line driving dudes back. Takes advantage of it. And then right when he gets to here, this is where he starts turning on the jets. Goes forward. Doesn't get fancy. Takes what's given to him. And just muscles his way into the end zone for the score. Not a highlight reel run. Not special. But he does enough to get the job done. Finds the hole. Explodes through it. Barrels his way forward. And has enough power at the point of contact to drive forward. Is he going to carry the ball 30 times up the gut? No. That's not even what they want to do. They want to get him the ball in space. They want him to get a few touches up the gut, a few touches off tackle, but mostly catch the ball out of the backfield because that's more optimal anyways. But from time to time, you're going to see him run the ball. You're going to see him catch some holes like this, run straight, use his burst and speed, move forward, and get whatever he needs to get, whatever's possible. In this instant, he gets the last play we're going to cover today. Again, he's going to get another handoff. Takes the handoff off the gut. And again, when he's got good blocking, he's money. He is definitely money. Good as gold. He can burst through the hole and get you enough yards. And even though he's not the biggest back, he packs enough inertia at the point of contact where he can still fall forward a little bit. And that's not a detriment to his game. So here you see him run through this alleyway, brace for contact, and fight his way forward for a little bit of extra yardage. And you can't really ask for more than that. I get it. It's a give me hole. It's like right in front of your face. You can't miss it unless you're Trent Richardson. But again, the burst is what matters here. Getting to the second level and being able to get those extra yards that maybe a slower running back couldn't get. Even a bigger back, if you're slower, you may not be able to get to this area as quick, and these guys may be able to collapse down on you. With him being as bursty as he is, getting low, fighting forward, allowing him to get more yards after the contact, maximizes the opportunity to get more yardage. And we saw this from him in Memphis. He was very productive. He was one of the most productive running backs in college football. Took that year off due to COVID. Took a hit in the draft. And really, if he had a good season last season, if he was playing, he probably would have been one of the top running backs drafted. I think he's got a little bit of Austin Eckler in him. I think he can develop into that if you really, really put the time into it. He's got that skill set where he can catch the ball in the backfield. He can be very dynamic with the ball in space. And also, he does have enough chops to carry it between the tackles. I wouldn't want to see him doing it 20 times a game, but 10, 12, that's fine. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he's good there. From a fantasy football perspective, that's probably what you're here for, to hear from me. He is a must add off the waiver wire. More than Elijah Mitchell. And you must be asking me, what about Miles Sanders? I think Miles Sanders is not doing too hot right now. I think Gainwell's here to steal his lunch. And I think even if Miles Sanders turns the ship around, Gainwell's going to get usage in the passing game. He's going to be an asset even as a flex option if this continues. I like the upside here. I think he's going to continue to get touches, and I think his usage in the passing game really serves well in PPR. He's a must-get player for me if he's still in waivers. Dynasty, he's on someone's taxi squad right now. You're going to have to pay up for that, and that's a player you probably should have been trying to get in rookie drafts on the cheap earlier this offseason. Redraft, though, snipe him up off waivers, see what you can do to get him. If he's on someone's team, more than likely they're probably going to hold you over the barrel to try and get you to pay for him. So trading may not be able to happen for you. That's just how it happens in redraft. But if he's on waivers, get him. Just do whatever you can to get him. Spend a lot of fab on him because I think he's going to get this usage throughout the year. When we were speculating on Elijah Mitchell, when compared to Kenneth Gainwell right now, Kenneth Gainwell is more of a for sure thing. Kenneth Gainwell's getting usage in the passing game, making this team more functional. He helps this team a lot when he's getting these targets out of the backfield because he adds more dimension to the offense. Coaching staff sees it. Jalen Hurts obviously loves it because he's targeting him, and he's a player you want to keep an eye on. But I'm all in on him right now. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep doing this content, going over film with you, helping you with your fantasy teams and everything else. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.